The Prem has seen many players light up the league with one incredible season, only to fade away just as quickly. Today, we'll relive the highs of these fleeting stars and explore what made them so special during their brief stints at the top. So make sure you subscribe and let's get started. Kicking off at number 8, we have Andy Johnson. Johnson was a standout in the 2004-05 Premier League season. With Crystal Palace, he scored 21 goals, the second highest behind Thierry Henry. Known for his pace and relentless work ethic, Johnson earned an England call-up, but couldn't replicate his form consistently. Despite his efforts in that standout season, Palace were relegated, and while he later played for Everton and Fulham, he never reached the same heights again. He ended his career back at Palace in 2015 with 51 goals in 187 Prem appearances and is now an ambassador for the club that kick-started his career. And in at number 7, we have Roque Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz was unstoppable during his first year in the Premier League with Blackburn Rovers, scoring 19 league goals that year. The Paraguayan striker's impressive form earned him a big money move to Manchester City, but injuries and competition limited his impact there. Santa Cruz struggled to replicate his Blackburn success in later years and would eventually return to Paraguay to regain form. He is still playing professionally at 42 years old and reportedly now holds a world record for scoring in 25 consecutive seasons. And at number 6, we have the Egyptian striker Amir Zaki. Nicknamed the Bulldozer and being likened to the legendary striker Alan Shearer, Zaki gained prominence while on loan at Wigan Athletic. He made a strong start, scoring 10 goals in 16 games. However, injuries, fitness issues, and poor discipline led to a sharp decline in form, and Steve Bruce famously labeled him as the most unprofessional player he'd ever worked with after Zaki made a late return from international duty. Wigan chose not to sign him permanently, and his career quickly faded. After stints in Egypt, Turkey, and Kuwait, Zaki retired in 2015. He now focuses on sports media and occasionally comments on football. And at number 5, we have Benjani. The Zimbabwean striker made his mark in the 2007-08 season with Portsmouth, scoring 12 goals before the new year. In January of that season, Benjani was forced to join Man City, who were desperate for a striker. Being top scorer in the league at the time and playing the best football of his career, Benjani was reluctant to make the deadline day transfer, and Portsmouth manager Harry Redknapp claims that the striker fell asleep in the airport and nearly missed his flight. However, Benjani has recently rejected these claims, suggesting this was a fabricated story. Benjani failed to make an impact at City, and after brief stints with Sunderland and Blackburn, his career declined, and he retired in 2014. Post-retirement, Benjani has focused on coaching and charity work, and in April of this year, he joined the coaching staff of Plymouth Argyle. And in at number 4, we have Asamoah Gyan. The Ghanaian joined Sunderland in 2010 after a standout World Cup, where he led Ghana to their first ever quarter-final. In his only Premier League season, he immediately impressed with a goal in his debut against Wigan, and would go on to score 10 goals in 34 appearances. Despite his success, Gyan left for a lucrative move to Al Ain in the UAE after just 1 year. He never returned to Europe after this, and would eventually retire in June 2023 as Ghana's top goalscorer, having played for several clubs across Asia and Africa. He now aims to discover talents across all 16 regions of Ghana, with a sporting event dubbed the All-Regional Games, which will commence in November 2024. Now into the top 3, we have Saido Berahino. Berahino began his career at West Bromwich Albion, and would have his breakthrough season in the 14-15 campaign, where he scored an impressive 20 goals in all competitions at 21 years old. However, his career stalled after failed transfer bids to Tottenham. Spurs could not meet the asking price of West Brom, and after 2 rejected bids, Berahino declared that he would never play for the Baggies again. Despite this, he stayed at West Brom for another 2 seasons, but never hit the same heights, and was sold to Stoke City in 2017. Here, he scored just 3 goals in 2 seasons before being shipped to Belgium. As of 2024, he is now on the books at Rajasthan United, an Indian second-tier team at just 31 years old. Into the top 2, we firstly have Papiss Cisse. The Senegalese striker made an instant impact after joining in January 2012, scoring 13 goals in his first 14 games, including those memorable strikes against Chelsea. Known for his clinical finishing and formidable partnership with international teammate Demba Ba, Cisse's form helped Newcastle finish 5th that season. However, Injuries and inconsistency affected his later years. In total, he scored 44 goals in 131 appearances for the club before leaving in 2016 for China. Cisse is now a free agent after leaving Amiens SC in the summer, where he was the French second division club's top scorer with 12 goals. He is now training with English non-league side Macclesfield Town and is hoping to continue his career at 39 years old. And last but not least, no list would be complete without the legendary Michu. Michu joined Swansea City in 2012 for just £2 million, enjoying a standout debut season, scoring 22 goals and helping them win the League Cup. His form earned him a Spain call-up in 2013, however injuries plagued his time at Swansea, and after a loan to Napoli in 2014-15, he left the club permanently after just 3 years. Michu returned to Spain, playing briefly for Langreo and Real Oviedo before retiring in 2017 due to persistent ankle issues. Post-retirement, he became a sporting director at Langreo, where his brother was the head coach of the Spanish third-tier side. He agreed to terminate his contract in 2019, but remains involved in the sport, and is now director of football for second-tier side Burgos at 38 years old. And that concludes this week's list. Is there anybody we've missed? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.